What's up, everyone? It is Lunar Knight. We're your co-host Shortdoggie626, and this is Gamerz Chat Podcast. We're just a couple of gamers who are just going to sit here and have a fun time talking to you about video games, random topics that we ever decide about between technology, video games, and anime. We don't have a script. This is all raw, unfiltered. It's a bunch of BS, whatever we feel like talking about.
We might cut each other off sometimes, but it's typical conversation, y'all. Typical talk.
Exactly. This is just us having a conversation about what we want to talk about, the things that we enjoy. So that's it. I mean, this is Gamerz Chat Podcast, guys. I mean, welcome. And, if you want to, give us some feedback later on, you can find us on our YouTube channel, Gamerz Chat Official, or you can, leave us a message on Spotify or something.
Yep.
Whatever you want. Give us a comment, let us know what you want, and we can either talk about it or, do whatever the fudge we want, man. That's it. So
yeah, we might just look at it and laugh and then go about our day. But I mean, you're still gonna get our attention, though. That's exactly the whole point. That's the whole point. We might be like the government. But then again, we might just see it, take it, and put it into play. Or we might do what the government do, just see it, look at it, laugh at it, throw it aside, and keep on fucking us up there.
It sounds like somebody's got some sort of issue with the government this week.
Oh, I do, motherfucker. Look,
But this is not the place to talk
we're
about
not good at that.
We do not talk about politics or government bullshit on this channel.
We really don't. It's so much easier. It is so much easier that way. It's like keeping. It's going back to that whole old school shit. You keep politics and religion out of conversation, everybody's happy.
With that said, we're done. We're done with that topic.
Yeah.
Anyways, so Shorty,
what's up?
On our last episode, we kind of left ourselves a little bit of homework.
Yep.
And it's kind of hard to say whether or not we could actually do this or not. But because one of them, I did realize after a few days, it would be really hard to actually, give an answer to one of these questions that we gave ourselves.
About Buffy and
No. It's more one of the ones that
I want to say something to that too, right quick. I'm sorry to cut you off. Team fucking Death Battle did that.
Yes and no. I know which one you're talking about because I watched the video too.
Oh, you bitch!
Yeah,
I didn't watch it yet.
I watched the video, but
was it good?
Well, it wasn't terrible. No, I mean it was. I mean they had a lot of information about both characters, which is good. Is good. But again, unfortunately, when they didn't exactly do. I mean, it was a death battle between Blade and Buffy in the end, but it wasn't. It's not like it didn't have what we discussed. Our topic was between the two in a battle of who would kill the most vampires in one night on Halloween night. Who would kill 100 vampires the fastest?
Yeah.
So but it I mean, the video gave a lot of good insight, but again, this was a death battle, between Buffy and Blade. So, they just talked about who would ultimately win statistically and figuratively, between the two if they fought each other.
Okay, so I have heard that people ain't happy with the end result. You say you watched the video.
I did.
Okay, so because I haven't seen the video yet, so don't tell me. But I want to know: do you agree or disagree with how it ended?
I agree.
Okay. I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it because, like I said, once I saw somebody like, oh, I'm upset with the ending. I'm like, I mean, it's Death Battle. I'm not trying to be funny, but Death Battle had done a lot of fights that have left people upset.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
But they have also. But I had to give them this though. I had to give them this because on some fights it makes sense. Now, Omni-Man versus Braddock did not make no sense. The feat that would make sense. No, because like the feat that they used to give Omni-Man the win, and plus they threw in Super Saiyan Braddock.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently Super Saiyan Braddock is still not enough.
Right.
Saiyans was planet busters by themselves. Let's just put that out there. Okay?
Okay.
They're planet busters by themselves. Even the Rikas, even Raditz is a planet buster.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. That's not one bitch might think destroy a planet by their damn self. I'm just saying. But we're getting sidetracked already.
Mm-hmm.
Shenanigans.
Yeah, no, but still. I mean, but that was one of the questions that was the question that you gave us.
Yeah.
And I mean, after some deliberation and self-debate back and forth, now mind you, granted, I'm not a huge Blade fan.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge Buffy fan.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. But based on some of the information that was put out there and some of the information as to, each character's abilities and stats and so forth, I mean, if I were to give you an answer as to who I think would win when it came to killing the most vampires or closest to 100 vampires by the end of Halloween night, successfully, I will put it that word in there, successfully kill them, then I would have to go with Buffy. Now, if you want to ask me why, well, I mean, she has some abilities that some people probably don't even realize. And for any of those people out there that are listening to this that are Buffy fanatics, please don't get me wrong. I don't know everything to the T. So if I get anything wrong, please don't murder me. Don't come after me. Don't send me death threats or anything like that. Yeah.
Come out there with a steak. He's a vampire. He just had his fangs.
Well, I mean, also my charms also allow me to be viewed on camera. So, I mean, nobody ever knows.
I don't see nothing. I just see a coffee cup moving.
Right.
And some glasses.
Okay.
And a hat.
It's funny because I see a werewolf in front of me. So
hey, I can't help it. It's just my rugged good looks.
Well, I mean, at this point, I mean, you're just gonna be hunted down with a silver bullet.
I won't be the only bullet I've ever been hunted by, though.
You've already dodged one. It's not like you wouldn't need another one.
Yeah, that's true. But no, but okay. But yeah, I get that. I can understand that. I don't know. Like I said, I still want to look into it more because the one thing with comics, because if I'm not mistaken, Buffy have not gotten she hasn't got any new lore, any new addition to her lore in the last 5 years, right? And I'm going. Don't get me wrong. I'm still going to look into this because
well, I mean, I don't think there's been really. I don't know if there's really been any new lore or anything added to the Buffy story in a while, but Buffy has a lot more comics out there than Blade does, and then on top of it, Buffy also has several novels or books that are out for Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Wait, really?
Yeah, they've got a shit ton. They got a shit ton of books for Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
See, just
and it's not, and they're not books based off the TV series either. I mean, they may have the cover from the TV series, but they're not
they're like not their own story to kind of add on to the world.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, that books are always more detailed than a show and stuff like that. So, I mean, you could read it and be like, oh, I remember this episode, but then I'll remember this part in it. And it's like, well, that's why, because it's a book.
Damn, so I gonna actually have to do my research.
Yeah. Now, I mean, Blade is a pretty badass character. I get that.
Yeah, but like and that's what I was saying, because like even within the most recent year, yes, Blade don't have as many comics, but in the most recent years, because you know how DC and Marvel do their characters and just handle their storytelling as a whole. A lot of times where you would get issues that focus on the character, but it's not really. It's like that character may play a big role there, but they're not really supposed to be the focus of it, or it's a part of like a special event. But like, because I was thinking about it. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think recently, within the last 3 years, Blade, they gave that Negro an upgrade in the sense of him, well, in the sense of his badassery, just pure badassery, like to the point was, I think he was like the Vampire King for a minute or something.
I'm not sure, but I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. But again,
I mean, like the nigga turned Miles into a vampire.
Well, I mean,
and yeah, you want to know something too? That's a fucking issue. Okay. A Spider-Man vampire. No. Let me paint you a picture. Miles Morales, the Spidey with electric powers, who is still growing now. Keep in mind, this nigga shoot up a Kamehameha wave of electricity now. It looks like a Kamehameha wave when he fired that shit sometimes. Okay.
Okay.
And then, and then he had the vampire shit going on with him for a second. But then, because all the spider people, they all answer to the spider guy, even if they don't know it, they answer to the spider guy. Now that nigga backing them. So yeah, we got some shit. But once again, sidetracked. That's
good.
Off the railroad. That we actually call me off the railroads.
Off the railroads, yeah. No, I mean that you do go off the rails quite often with some things, but we just let it go with the flow.
It's how my brain works, man. God dang, don't judge me.
You should go see a doctor about that and get some medicine.
Yeah, they did that before, and then they did that before, and then I realized I could catch that shit, and when I told my doctor that, she was like, "Oh, so you don't need the medicine anymore?" I'm like, "No, because now I can control it."
Can you?
When I'm not too excited.
So, but either way, I mean, yeah, if you want to take some more time to study on it and look into it, yeah, go ahead, and we'll give you another week or so, and you can get back to me on the next episode. But yeah, I mean, right now I stick with, and I'll do more research, but I stick with my answer. I say Buffy would do a lot better. I mean, would it be a close race? Yeah, absolutely. I think so, but I definitely think Buffy would still come out as a winner.
I mean, shoot, to be honest with you, I ain't gonna lie. If we're just going by, if I just went by what I saw on media, like from the movie to the TV show,
just go based off of knowledge of what you have between the characters. I mean,
no, but what I'm saying is, like, if I went based off like purely the TV show and the movie, yeah, Blade's a badass. He's a badass, but Wesley Snipes, good jobs, but and efficiency to get the job done, I'll give it to Buffy. I'll give it to Buffy, her friends.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong. You know that is a part of her. That is a part of her arsenal. The power of friendship, motherfucker.
Yeah. Well, again, like I said, take some time, look it over, think it over.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Now, I mean, the other question, I guess, in a sense, I guess we can just say, we'll call it null and void, because it's just, to be honest, the question for those who didn't listen to the last episode or joining us for the first time, I asked a question and said, hey, think of either a movie or a TV show that has not had a video game adaptation. What would that, movie or TV show be, and why? And then, or what video game have you played that does not have a video game or does not have a TV or movie adaptation to it? So, I think I'm going to call that question null and void.
Don't you take that from me. I came up with something.
Oh, you came up with something?
Yes.
Okay. Well, please indulge me. Give me your opinion.
Okay. So, like I told you before, or like I was saying before, when it come down to a movie getting turned to a video game, the problem that I've seen with most movies, with most franchises that got adapted to a video game, is either it's a shooter, or it becomes like a horror game, or it becomes like a 5v1 type deal, right? Or they just pull an Indiana Jones, which, be honest with you, if y'all haven't played that game, that's a surprisingly good and well made game. Like, good God, it's almost like it looks so good. It's almost like you're watching a movie, like that good. But that's the problem. That's the problem. You can't. It's like a lot of these movies, taking that and making it into a game, it just don't work too well. Hell, superhero. There's a shit ton of superhero movies, like superhero video game based off their movies, that did not do too well. The only one I could think of that did good was the first Amazing Spider-Man movie, that actually added on to the overall story of the Amazing Spider-Man, like of Andrew Garfield's Amazing Spider-Man, just for them not to fucking add on to it with the second movie. Darren, calm down. It's okay. Opportunities get missed. But when it comes down to video games, right? And I've tried my best to avoid it, because we have talked about this so many times. For me, one of the video game franchises, even though I know it may not, even though I know people are, it's on everybody's shit list right now. Surprise, surprise, who cares, right? It is a Destiny animated series adaptation. Like, for me, for me, I think the entire world and lore of Destiny itself, you got so much you could pull from, so many different moments you could focus on. But just to make it easier, what I would do is focus on Ikora, being that she was the focus point of the last major DLC. So focus on Ikora, focus on, I guess we could give a little more backstory, or let us see a little more on who she was before the Nine murdered her ass, right? Story spoiler for y'all who haven't played the new DLC for Destiny 2. But like, just like and obviously a mini series. It don't need to be a movie. I always feel like with movies, just so much, just too much get left out. You know what I'm saying? I feel like too much get chopped down and just, yeah. But yeah. Let it focus on Ikora and her journey. I would say up to the forming of the last city. her journey as a new light into up to her becoming who she is now as a guardian, right? And that right there, that little in that series right there, each season could spawn out. We do get a second season. Each season could focus on a different named guardian, or just different events in the world of Destiny, leading up to the time that we was resurrected as guardians, or it could, the series itself could also take on a little side story, a little story that does not pertain to us, but it pertains to other guardians doing other shit that's in the world that actually expand the world. That's one of the games. And I wanted to avoid that so much because that's such an easy one for me. It's low hanging fruit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now,
I mean, sometimes that's all you. I mean, sometimes that's all you can go for.
Yeah, but now a harder one would be Sly Cooper. I don't know how they would do it. They could kind of do what he did with Ratchet and Clank and do like an origin story movie, which is essentially the first game. Or they could make a little children cartoon with. Well, okay, they can't. Okay, I think they can't do a little children cartoon because they would have been able to back during the original run of the game. You know what I'm saying? You know what Sly Cooper is, right?
I know about Sly Cooper.
But yeah, I can't say Crash Bandicoot because even though he didn't get his own show, he was in the Spiral show.
Oh, that doesn't count.
Really?
No, because even though he was in a show, it wasn't about him.
Okay, I get you that.
That's what I was talking about. Is like it has the show or movie or whatever you want to do with it. It's based off that game. And it's not just a character being influenced or put into another show as a guest character or anything like that. No, that doesn't count.
Okay, I'll give you that.
But see, like, you know, let's kind of go back with this. So you gave out genres of different types of shows or movies based off of video games recently.
Yeah,
I guess you would say. I would like to put out recently have all been you would say were, you know, by like, you know, first person shooter type games, or like a battle royale 5 versus 1, or whatever the other genre you gave. But then
essentially the video game tie-in.
Yeah. But, you know, if you also left out, there was like the storytelling, you know, that makes no, you know, in this one, this made no sense. But a modern day movie that was redone, essentially, a better version, I guess, but it was animated, you know, but there was Super Mario Brothers from 1990s, absolutely horrid movie. It was it was a horrible movie.
I know.
And then they did the animated one, the Super Mario Brothers or Mario Bros, that, you know, Chris Pratt was in as a voiceover character and stuff like that. You know, and they redid it, you know, to somewhat give Mario a little bit of justice, but, you know, they like this. You said like this one is technically, you know, Nintendo's way of telling the story of how Mario and Luigi, you know, came to be and getting into involved in Princess Peach's world and all this stuff, and how their journey began being the Mario Brothers and so forth, and whatnot. But you know,
but also I would like to throw this in for Mario too, real quick. It also did a pretty decent job with kind of explaining the I guess the universe's Nintendo. Nintendo's universe when it come down to it, because like how some of the game interact with each other, like for example Mario and Donkey Kong and whatnot. Because apparently, Donkey Kong is just from a different kingdom from Princess Peach. You know what I'm saying? Which honestly, I'm looking forward to seeing that Donkey Kong movie when that drops, if that drops.
Yeah. I mean, I can kind of go on a spiel about different things, but I'm not gonna. But kind of going off of what you were talking about with the Destiny 2 or Destiny lore thing. I mean, I don't think it would be technically a bad idea in kind of the way you suggested it, but in reality, though, I mean, I just get a feeling that because this game came out in 2014. It is 2025 now, so it's been 11 years, and this game has never had any kind of adaptation of them wanting to make a movie or anything. The only thing that's ever been televised about Destiny 2 or Destiny in general was the Japanese TV commercial of the game when it came out. But despite that, you suggested an animated series. I think that would be a horrible idea.
Okay. When you say when you hear anime, what you're thinking?
Animated?
Yeah, like what you're thinking. Like what? Give me an image.
When you say animated, I'm thinking anything that can be either hand drawn or computer CGI created. And we're talking about things that are completely made out of this, and that's the thing though. When you do an animated series, whether it's CGI or hand drawn or digitally drawn nowadays, I mean, it can take several years just to do one season. And that's over. I mean, and it takes well over 1,000 pieces of paper or pages of a content to make one episode. And then and depending on how many episodes you put in that season, I mean, it's a lot of work for artists and drawers. Yes, that's good work. It's a good job. But either way, that's so time consuming that we would never really like it would never, I feel like it would never, see its full potential in an animated style. Okay. And that also can, and think about it, because they did the same thing with Final Fantasy. They tried doing the Final Fantasy movies back in the late 90s or
you talking about with the average children and shit?
Yes. I mean, the animation wasn't bad, but it wasn't much of a storytelling. It had no real, I don't feel like it had really any connection to the lore of Final Fantasy in general. But despite
that, wrong there.
Despite that, taking Destiny and all its content and kind of doing what you were suggesting and doing it in an animated style, I don't think it would last long. I think it'd just be too much work and time consuming that, it's kind of like solo leveling like now. Everybody's done with 2 seasons, and they kind of confirmed, but you haven't confirmed to season 3. But when they do season 3, it's not going to be out until late next year in 2026 or even 2027. So that's almost 2 years that we're not going to see season 3 of solo leveling. But despite that, if Destiny was to be put into any kind of format, I would suggest or think that a live action would be better, because one, the armor in general for Guardians would look so badass.
Oh yeah,
in live action form.
I have seen some people cosplay that shit.
I mean, but I mean, you think about that commercial that they did in Japan.
Yeah,
that was some good ass shit.
That and don't get the American one. The American commercials too. They were pretty good as the original ones.
Yes, but my point being though, like, we would be able to pop out more information, get more things done, and they'd be able to get more, things. But then you're talking about like doing, hey, let's do an Ikora one, and then we'll, do another season of a different character. Well, that might work, but the thing is like, they probably, I think in a sense, what would need to happen is it should be infused in the actual show. So like whether it be a show or a movie, but either way, even if it's live action, whoever the writer would be, since even though there's so much lore, I feel like this would end up being another Game of Thrones situation.
Oh,
okay. And I say this because of the fact that you take the story Destiny lore and you make a story out of it that can make 10 seasons easily. Okay, but if you want to throw in a backstory of Ikora and Cade and Zavala, that would be cool, but it would need to be integrated as part of a kind of like
story,
along with the story, or in this case, kind of tell along the lines of the way the expansion happened. But it just, I honestly feel though, with so much lore as it is, they've got material to work with, but I feel like, even though there's so much lore and material to work with, there's going to be a lot of stuff that gets cut out. They're not going to hit every bit of it. And then at some point, depending on how the economy goes or whatever happens, I get a feeling like the writers would end up just getting tired and stop writing. They would never finish the work, or if they decide that they're going to cancel the series because people, the ratings aren't staying where they want it to be, they're going to do the same thing that they did with the Game of Thrones and rush the final season, and it's not, the quality is not going to be there.
Yeah, they're like
that's a problem with something that has so much lore and content.
Yeah, but see, and that's why I was saying. It's like because I know, to be honest with you, I don't want. I always knew that with like I said, with how much there is, just in general. I mean, because one, and they did something from the very start. I mean, the first episode, the intro be like the start, the traveler comment, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's a lot of shit. But see, that's one of the things I always say. It's that's why I always felt like it would be better. I don't know, an adaptation of that shit would work better as a mini series or like a little a short series. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yes, I would love to see it in live action, but
there's so much content you can't make a mini series out of it.
I mean, well, like I've told you this before.
And if you make a miniseries out of one or two of the main characters, like Zavala and Ikora, I mean, people are just going to get pissed off because they're going to be like, well, where's the rest of the fucking shit?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. People gonna have something to bitch about.
Well, it's not just that, but I mean, you're starting off with characters that actually lead off into the actual events of the game or the series. And if you just make a mini series that just does an introduction that starts it off, and you just leave them hanging with a suspenseful ending to make it seem like there's going to be something, to follow up after. And they did that, and you did that with both the main characters that are going to be in that lore later on in the future anyways. Oh, yeah. That you have one of two things that's going to happen. Either the production company has to follow through and make a series to, tie on to that, to those mini episodes, just to give the audience what they want, so that way there's closure to what happened, or the way they end those miniseries leaves the viewers wanting more, but leaves it on an ending where you don't need the need a show or anything, then, because you just go right back into the game. But at this point, people don't even want to play the game anymore at this point.
Yeah, because the whole, obviously, this time around, now people complain about the whole Portal shit. So,
well, it's mostly overseas that's been affected by a lot of shit. Still,
that bullshit too. Yeah. Oh,
But either way,
I've been avoiding it. It just pissed me off every time I think about it. I've been avoiding it.
Yeah,
No, that is fucking bullshit.
Yeah,
like I haven't looked into it. Now I got to. I got to. I don't want to start ranting about something I don't know nothing about because I'm not an ignorant motherfucker. Well, at least I try not to be.
I get you. So, I had a personal request from one of our listeners.
Okay.
And
I cannot give you my kidney. I'm sorry.
They don't want it. They don't want it. If anybody needs it that bad, if they need your kidney that bad, it's going to be on the black market. It's not going to be any use for anyone else.
Hey, fuck you. I got good kidneys. I drink my water, motherfucker.
You might have good kidneys in that aspect, but health-wise, you ain't going to be compatible with anybody else. Hey,
fuck you too.
I'm the same boat, okay? I'm in the same motherfucking boat. So I ain't dissing on you for no specific reason.
We never know, Jake. We never know.
Anyways, so listener Alpha Punk messaged me and reached out to me and asked if we could maybe talk about our favorite genre of a game or our least favorite genre of a game.
Oh, that's easy. That's the easy one for me. Okay. So my favorite genre, my favorite category game in gaming. And this is because this has been what brought me and my sisters and me and my cousins and pretty much me and my family together. Especially it's always there. We were always there every family cookout or every family gathering. And it's very simple. Fighting games.
Well, I knew that one was coming, would you?
Yeah, like fighting games has been my bread and butter. Has been my bread and butter since I was a kid. A particular fighting game that's always been my favorite. Has been Street Fighter. Even though I was shit at Street Fighter up until I would say after Third Strike.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, that like my favorite is fighting games. My least favorite, and I find this funny because one of my favorite games is in this category. You know what category that is, right?
No. Maybe I will when I
shooters.
Shooters
became I tolerate shooters, but when it comes down to the multiplayer aspect of it, shooters has became my least favorite type of game, type of genre, off of just multiplayer. Not because not nothing about no skill problem, nothing like that. It's just, and don't get me wrong, fighting game breed the fighting game genre breed toxicity as well. Mm-hmm. But shooters breed a special kind of toxic.
Yeah, they do.
That kind of like shooters breed that special kind of toxic that, in all fucking honesty, even when you're at the top of the leaderboard, you're still gonna get blamed because we still lost. But the person blaming you did better than that person.
Right.
It's like, you damn if you do, you damn if you don't.
Oh,
if you win and you're at the bottom of the leaderboard, people still gonna talk shit. If you lose and you're at the top of the leaderboard, people gonna still talk shit.
Oh yeah.
It's like,
oh yeah. I mean, you're gonna get cussed out for being the worst player on the team if you're bringing everyone else down, or you're gonna be cussed out for being the top of the leaderboard and not carrying everyone to victory.
Yeah, the sad part is though, and I'll be so real with you. I'm not shitting on this community. I'm not trying to shit on them. Call of Duty community is like a fucking cancer. Are you fucking spreading cancer where you come out like what? And okay, that's extreme. That's hella extreme. Let me rephrase that, everybody. Good God. I noticed a lot of shooter games on PvP. How their community kind of reflects Call of Duties in a lot of sense. Where it's the shit talking, it's the teabagging, which honestly, teabagging is fine. I don't care what nobody says. You get a kill, you teabag, you piss them off, then they try to kill you, they teabag you. It become an ongoing thing the whole match. It's pretty fun when you meet the right nemesis. But I don't know. I feel like what made Call of Duty multiplayer such a toxic thing, that same thing kind of has bled over into other shooters, and so much so to the point where, let's say Destiny, right? Like on Destiny, like I remember back in D1. Now this is D1, where if I'm doing good in D1, I would get hate messages. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And at first, she was like, haha, yeah, I'm doing that good. But then when you start reading them, motherfucker, they start getting personal with it. I'm like, it's not that serious, bitch. Damn.
Right.
It's not that serious. But yeah, no, like, even though my favorite game is in this genre, shooters has become my least favorite genre. Unfortunately, I don't like that.
Mm. No, I can understand that 100%. I get it. I mean, I'll do the reverse here. I'll do my least, and then I'll do my favorite. My least is also first-person shooters. All right, and that spreads into Destiny games. That spreads into Fortnite. That spreads into Call of Duty. Anything battle royale, first-person shooters. It doesn't matter. You know, Fortnite, not so much. I don't have a problem with Fortnite as much because, I let my kids play it, and they play on different maps where they're usually, I would say a good bit of time, there's kids closer to their age in this map. But when you're doing it like a battle royale or something like that, the good thing is, actually it's not good anymore. They've actually enabled it. They have that proximity chat now, which I don't even bother playing the battle royales for any of that reason. But
yeah, proximity chat now.
Proximity chat, yeah.
What? Why?
Yeah. Just don't ask. Don't ask.
Oh God.
But overall though, it's just like, anytime you're doing a game where there's battle royale or it's a first person or it's a 1v1 or 2v2, whatever. It doesn't matter. There's always going to be somebody that's going to bitch about something, whether you're doing good, whether you're doing bad, whether you're the one that they feel like you keep targeting them or something like that. You're going to have someone that's always going to have something to bitch about. But the other ones, I haven't really played Battlefield, so I don't know that experience. But I know I would not doubt at all that they have a community similar to the rest of them. But Call of Duty definitely, I don't know how many times I've been on there and I would, have my mic muted, but I can hear everybody else talking. And I just hear people, shit talking other players because, they're not, getting the kills or they're bringing the team down and your KD is like, so bad in the negative compared to everyone else or compared to them. And, they're wanting to blame you for the fact that they're, the game, you're losing the game and stuff like that with your team, and whatnot. And my son wants to play Call of Duty. And I'm like, no, I have parental controls. That's a rated M game. You're not allowed to play it, right now because, there are people on there that will cuss you out for being the worst player. They don't even care if you're new to the game or not. I don't want you having to deal with that. I don't want you having to listen to that. It's bad enough that you hear cuss words on the bus and you're 8 years old. You know, it's bad enough. I don't want to hear. I don't want you to deal with that. And I don't want you to. I don't want you getting on the video game and hearing grown adults cuss you out for, you know, the same for stupid ass shit. But even on that note, I was like, but I said, you know what? I don't have PS Plus for the games that I own, so I don't care. I let him get on Call of Duty on my account, and he's only able to play AI generated matches. So there's no one in there to talk to.
Yeah.
You know, but he can still play Gunfight or something like that on there, and I'm cool with that. That's fine. I'm fine with that. I'm not worried about that. But I'm not gonna I don't want to expose my child to a community where, you know, he could get, like, he would need fucking therapy because of what people would say. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you on that. No, that's completely fair. That's completely fair.
So wholeheartedly, shooting games have just ruined it for me. Not only the fact that I just suck at them, but the community ruins it for me.
Yeah.
Straight up. My favorite kind of genre games. I don't play games as much as you do, or anything like that. But you know, thinking about all the games that I do play, or I had played, I got the most fun out of the adventure / storytelling RPG games. So games like Sonic Adventure from the Dreamcast, Final Fantasy VII on the PlayStation, Ghost of Tsushima, Ghost of Yote, the you know, pretty much any of those games where there's a story behind it and it gives you a purpose to continue, you know, whether it be some sort of side mission or you just, you know, have, you just, it just takes you along, you know, to solve a mystery or whatever. I like those games.
Yeah.
Okay. I like the games where I typically have to figure out a puzzle to do something. Not those damn jumping puzzles that they make you do in some games. I'm not giving a title because we talk about it way too fucking much, and then people are really like, God, I swear that's the only thing you guys ever talk about. Well, shut the fuck up. I mean, I can't help it if it's a game that I played with most of my friends for like 10 years. I mean,
yeah.
But other than that, I mean, getting sidetracked.
It's contagious.
No, it's a disease now. But yeah, I mean, I've always liked games like that. I liked games like Legend of Legaia. I still want to get back in play that again. I want to go back and play in Legend of Dragoon. You know, and these are all classic games now, and I can't believe I have to say they're classic, but you know, they're classic games. Xenogears, stuff like that. Not the Xenoblade or Xenosaga that they've come up, or the Xenoblade Chronicles that they came out with the Switch, but I'm talking about Xenogears and Xenosaga for the PlayStation and PS2. So
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I like the ones that actually just kind of give you a story and something to follow through, you know, and at times give you kind of a puzzle to figure out and rack your brain on, you know, kind of make it like, how do I do this, you know? So yeah, I mean, those are my two. Like, shooters, absolutely hate them. I can't stand them anymore. And then, but adventure games, storytelling games, I can do those all day long.
Like, seriously, easily.
Yeah. So.
Man. You know, but like I said, it's sad. It's sad. It's sad that I'm there because it's like, to be honest with you, for me, the only shooter that the only shooter that I actually care to play is Destiny 2 at this point. Anything else is like a new Call of Duty, like, yeah. Battlefield 6. I'm happy that it's doing good. I tried it out and it's a pretty good game, but I don't care enough to buy it. And I'm so far gone with Call of Duty now. I'm just, I don't I'm not spending another dime on that. No matter what they do at this point with that game, I'm not giving no more of my money.
Yeah.
If I play, I play it for free. But honestly, even then, I don't even care to play it.
Right.
It's like, you know what's a close second though?
What's up?
For worst, well, least favorite. Horror games.
Horror games?
Yeah.
I'm with you right on that one too.
Okay, because
well, I mean,
Resident Evil.
Okay, I lied about that. That's kind of like in the middle for me. Because I don't actually mind horror games. I really don't. Some games I really don't care for, but I mean, I don't mind playing the Resident Evil franchise. I don't mind the idea of playing Silent Hill, or was it Until Dawn? I don't mind those. Why? Yeah, because there's like a story, there's the action. Yes, there's the jump scares. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
but I mean, again, it's like, for me, it's all about the puzzles and the story, Like, I can get along with that.
I've been talking about Ghost of Yotei doing such a good job with utilizing the controller.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what? Until Dawn is another one of those games that did a phenomenal job with utilizing with the PS4, because original PS4. They did a phenomenal job with utilizing the PS4 controller. Mm-hmm. It was so much so because don't forget, back in the day, the original PS4 controller had a big light on the top of it, right?
Yeah.
They did a good job of fucking utilizing that, where it's like you had to hold the control still. You had at one point when you were being chased by the game monster, you had to hold the controller still. If you moved, that character died, and that would be the end of that character.
Mm-hmm.
But like, with horror games, to be real with you, I have zombie fatigue. I have zombie fatigue, man. It's like, because like at one point we had several different zombie type games, and it felt like a new one or a new variant of it was coming out every single year, like the Dead Space games. Yeah, they're aliens, but you know what? They're zombie aliens. Like they're parasitic zombie aliens, people that got a fucking parasite into and turn them into these horrific monsters that we gotta stomp the fuck out to make sure they're dead. Mm-hmm. Which, honestly, that was actually fun. Just stomping a motherfucker out. Just you kind of lose yourself with like like yeah.
No, yeah, I get it.
Like
I get it.
Yeah, that's just it. And then like third worst is racing. I don't know. Racing games as a genre. My friend came and argued with me until he's blue in the face. But I still say GTA. Online has done the whole racing aspect of racing games better than the last couple of races that been out that's not Need for Speed or Gran Turismo. What?
I don't believe you. No, I don't play GTA whatsoever, but still, I don't believe you.
What I'm saying, and what I mean by this shit is that, and like the rate, like because you can create your own racetracks. You can create your own match because they're like races and whatnot. You can't, like, GTA Online has had this for a long time now, right? But it's like, and I feel like Rockstar did this on purpose, right? When the Crew 2 came out, because it was the Crew 2 that had the whole ability to switch from a plane to a car to a boat and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what Rockstar did? They came out with races for GTA Online that did that very thing, right? And it did it better. It did it better. You wasn't accidentally switching to a boat while you was on land. You wasn't accidentally switching to a plane, a plane while you were in the water. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The races are like fun and kind of wacky. Well, not wacky, but like GTA level of wacky.
Mm-hmm.
But don't but like I said, I'm not trying to shit on them because, like I said, we got Gran Turismo, which is still a good game. Forza, I don't know. I'm not an Xbox person.
Well, Forza is actually coming to PlayStation.
My statement still stands.
No, I don't blame you. I get it.
Well, like, and then like Need for Speed. I'm sorry, Need for Speed is one of those games where it's like we all have our favorites, but like generally, like just in general, just generally, Need for Speed is not bad. They don't come out with trash games like that. They come out with games that get boring.
Yeah. I used to love racing games. Okay. Gran Turismo was kind of like my kryptonite when it came to racing games. Okay.
Really?
Yeah, because I mean, okay, well, I'm in racing, no offense. I mean, I love the fact that Gran Turismo is a phenomenal simulator game.
Yes,
okay?
It really is.
And that's exactly what it is. It is a simulated racing and driving game, just like Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Yeah.
Okay, that's exactly what Gran Turismo is, but it's capable of being handled on a console. But when I started playing Gran Turismo for the first time when it came out and stuff, it was like my kryptonite because I'm sitting there. I was used to playing Need for Speed and I was used to playing like Burnout and all the ones where, you know, your job was to fucking haul ass.
Yeah.
And get to the line first, you know, with Cruising USA or any of those games where you had to get, you know, you had to be the first in the race, you know. But despite all that, for me, you know, Need for Speed really, for me, its pinnacle was when they did Need for Speed Underground and Underground 2. And then I felt like it kind of lost its lackluster when they started doing more like the Most Wanted or, you know, when they kind of went away from the storytelling of the game and went more open world. I feel like they kind of lost it there. Now, I don't mind the open world concept. I don't mind that, but I feel like if they had a good story,
yeah,
then I'm okay. For example, what was the most recent one?
I think it was Rival. Hold on.
Yeah, it was like Need for Speed Rivals or something.
Yeah.
And you know, Need for Speed Unbound is one of them that we had back in 2023. That's the last one I played. But you know, Unbound kind of reminded me of Need for Speed Underground.
Yeah.
And Underground 2.
Oh yeah. I think that was the vibe they were trying to go. I feel like that was the vibe they were trying to go with there.
Right. But here's my thing.
What's up?
Unbound kind of reminds me of like Need for Speed Underground and Underground 2 with a mix of Most Wanted. Because you had the hot pursuit mode where the cops were always chasing you and shit.
Well, it's funny that you say that.
But the thing is like, I don't think that the attempt was bad.
Yeah.
But I honestly think that they should have just. I think what they should do is they should bring back the ones that did the best for them. And I honestly think they should probably do a remaster of Need for Speed Underground, Need for Speed Underground 2, Need for Speed Rivals, any of the ones that, like if you want to mix in the open world aspect, okay, fine. That's cool. Leave the open world available so you can drive around and go to your missions. That's fine. But bring back that story. Okay, bring that story back. Give us that option where we can, tune up our cars the way you want to, decorate them the way you wanted to. I mean, they haven't really lost that touch in Unbound or anything like that. But I feel like they really need to just bring the story back.
Yeah, because like I ain't gonna lie, Unbound.
Go back to the roots.
Yeah, like the story for Unbound wasn't bad, but it was kind of it was kind of cookie cutter in my opinion.
Yeah, it was, but I mean,
but
I don't know.
Will say,
I really need to play it again. I need to play it again.
Dude, you like honestly, you should. And the reason why I say that is because now they're officially done. They're officially done with the seasons and updates of the game and whatnot, right? Like they're officially done with it.
Yeah.
But with every pack that they added to the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
They added aspects of the older games to this game. Like they added like one season was like Hot Pursuit, one season was like Unbound, one season was like Underground, was like somewhat like Underground and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And like they just kind of they did it like that, right? Which, like I said, it was cool. I can't remember for the life of me how many seasons they had in total.
Mm-hmm.
But it was cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was cool. It was cool. It added to the it added to the overall experience of it added the overall game because like these seasons and whatnot, they acted as different. They kind of acted as different modes too.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got the base game with everything there. Then you have the Hot Pursuit season. Then you have God dang it! I don't know. I want to. I think they had 9 volumes, right? Like so, that's like 9 different packs of DLCs and seasons and whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah, they had 9. Yeah, 9. Because it was like previously past. They don't tell me nothing.
No, they never do.
Oh God, I hate that.
But yeah, it looks like the last game was Need for Speed Unbound. Yeah. That was the last one.
Kind of made me wonder what they're working on next for Need for Speed, though.
I don't know if they're doing anything more.
They have to. What other racing games we have out there?
Gran Turismo is still coming out with one eventually. I mean, they release a new one like every 3 to 5 years after depending on the console.
Well, yeah, but but still though, like Gran Turismo. I mean, the thing is, I feel like there's games out there that tries to fill Need for Speed spot, and that because Need for Speed fulfills a certain edge. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That some of the other races that Gran Turismo don't. Nothing against Gran. Just saying. Can't be a douche. Like,
what's that?
I hate being a nice person. I hate being a nice person. I love it, but I hate it, people. But yeah, like, cause like, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. I think The Crew 2 has potential. I think The Crew 2 ain't a bad game. But like, was it 4 supposed to be like, if I'm not mistaken, was it 4 supposed to be Xbox answer to Gran Turismo?
No, because it's not a simulated game. It would be more like Forza's more like the answer to Need for Speed.
But I thought Motorsport was the more simple. It was a simulated one because I know there was 2 Forza games or 2 Forza types. There was Forza and then
I may not know that one then.
I would have to look it up, but
I was just doing a little look here. EA put the Need for Speed franchise on hiatus. They're on temporary hiatus. They're not killed off yet. They haven't said that they're killed them off. They just put them on hiatus as a developer, where so that way the Centurion games can focus on the Battlefield series.
Fair, fucking fair. That's absolutely fair. I'm okay with that. No, like, dude. Here's my thing. I feel like some games need a fucking break. Some games don't need a yearly goddamn release. And
Need for Speed was not one of those. Need for Speed definitely was not one of those.
It wasn't, but still, Need for Speed did kind of need a break. Like, Heat wasn't bad, Unbound wasn't bad.
It does need a break.
Yeah, because
well, and like, to be honest, they need to. I mean, and here we go. We're going right back in full circle here. Honestly, Activision needs to put fucking Call of Duty on a break.
Yes.
Focus on one game. Keep support on it for about 2 or 3 years, and then during those 2 or 3 years, go ahead and start working up a story and the idea, but don't release it. Don't release anything for at least 3 years.
Yes.
Give people the time and the ability to come up with a good story, to effectively, make characters and stuff like that. Like, quit pushing shit out.
Like, seriously,
because all you end up doing is reskinning the same existing maps. People already can figure that out.
Bring back old maps, guys. Yeah. Like, how many years ago? For 2 games ago.
Yeah, but yeah, but I don't know. I mean, we kind of went way off the topic again, but yeah, no, racing games was definitely kind of like was one of my favorite things. It was one of my favorite games. I enjoyed it. Always enjoyed the thrill of trying to get first place. I mean, shit, dude. Yeah. I loved Ridge Racer. Ridge Racer needs to come back. That game needs to come back. Namco needs to bring Ridge Racer back for sure.
Oh, if Namco,
but they need to put it back at its roots. They always try to go away and make it, different.
We're there to bring in a new audience.
But like, come on. Like, I don't mind making things more realistic with the way the graphics are now. I don't care about that. I think that's awesome. But I don't know what you want to do with it, but like, just keep certain games true to the way that you develop them.
Yeah.
Keep them with what brought you in the money in the first place.
Yeah.
Once you step away from that and you try something new, it could be a hit or miss, but usually a lot of times it's going to be a big old miss.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
but, no, I agree with you.
But yeah, but still, I mean, I fucking used to love racing games. I enjoyed the excitement trying to get first place. But then the but that just kind of went away after a while because it just I felt like it just kind of got repetitive, the same shit over and over again.
I don't know. For me, because I ain't gonna lie, Burnout, like the Burnout series was my favorite racing. It was in the racing genre. The Burnout series was my fucking favorite. And I think what's that company name? Sateri, the one that works on Need for Speed now.
Well, Saterian Need for Speed franchise. Saterian Games is part of the development team that makes it.
Yeah,
but they focus on Battlefield.
Yeah, so they was the one that was doing the Burnout series, right?
Okay.
So you're familiar with that series, right?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
So fucking fast paced, high speed, fucking wild ass crashes and whatnot, bro.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and then the soundtrack, man. The soundtrack was perfect. Need for Speed, what was it? I think it was Need for Speed Burnout. Beautiful. Fucking beautiful. Not Burnout, but what was it? No, Burnout Revenge. That's what it was. So fucking beautiful, man. One of my favorite races ever.
Yeah.
But then they killed off the series. They killed out the series with this kid up version of Burnout, and like that was the last game until they redid Paradise.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm like, okay, cool, but yeah. The thing is, it's like that company, they went over to work for Need for Speed, right? And I'll be real with you. Once I heard that shit, I was excited.
Yeah.
Because Need for Speed with Burnout shit going on, and how Burnout was, how they was in their game, I was like, fucking yes. But car companies.
Oh yeah.
Car developers fucked it up.
Oh yeah.
Because
absolutely.
they didn't want to see their precious babies getting destroyed and all that shit. Cuckoo, boo hoo, fuck you.
I don't know if it was that so much as it was the fact they weren't getting paid for their logo and name as much as they wanted to, but maybe I don't know the story behind it, but that's usually what it is. It's usually about the Benjamins for them.
Yeah, I and don't get me wrong, I've heard several little I guess rumors about it, because it was like, why was they didn't want people, did they want their cars being tied into street racing and whatnot, which some of the models motherfuckers was taking and turning them into street, like, using them for street races and whatnot. Because certain, like, I think of, like, was it Nissan? That's one. Was it Nissan? Jacob, you the car guy. Help me out here.
I mean, what are you wanting?
Well, I mean, what was a good car that was a good car that was good for street racing?
Well, I mean, depending on the year release and stuff like that. I mean, you always had the Toyota Supra, Toyota Celica, Honda Civics, Acura NSX, Nissan Skylines.
I see a lot of Skylines, like,
then you have your muscle cars like the Ford Mustang, different variations and genres, Chevy Camaros. You had the BMW E46. You had some of the Mercedes cars. There's a lot of them out there. I mean, just depends. So, it just depends on the year and whatnot. But, I don't know. But yeah, that kind of be a list, just a few of them to name. So.
Yeah, so I guess I think it was a Skyline. I think my cousin had a Skyline. He got into the street racing shit. I'm not giving out no names. I know that was illegal in Atlanta. But yeah, no, like the rumor was that they didn't want their vehicles to be associated with illegal racing and whatnot. And I think it was particular for Need for Speed Hot Pursuit or Most Wanted.
I think it was actually part of the Unbound series.
You're probably right. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah.
Because I think that was fairly recent. I remember that kind of discussion, but honestly, I think it's just bullshit. I think it's fucking bullshit. I mean, you don't want your cars to be associated with fucking street racing. Well, you know what? Don't put your fucking cars with a massive engine with a fucking crazy amount of horsepower, giving people a reason to take that shit on the fucking road and go race them. Because guess what? I don't care what you fucking want in the world of like video games, but in reality, people are going to fucking buy your car, tune up that shit if they have to, replace the engine. And guess what? It don't matter if it's your engine or not. Your logo is on that car. Yeah, that body style is your car. It's going to be fucking impounded, or it's going to be wrecked and totaled. It's going to be, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, but here's the thing. What do you think got car businesses the type of business they got now?
Yeah.
When cars first started, it was the drag races that kids had back in the 1920s or on 1940s and 50s. When they started having big block motor engines and small block engines, and kids would take them and tweak up the engines a little bit and go take them out down to the freaking back roads and drag race them just for a petty bet based on who's going to date on whose girlfriend or not.
God damn, life was different.
But I mean, it's those races that made names for these car companies.
That is true. That is fucking true.
Chevy, Ford. That was how Chevy and Ford fucking got their rivalry.
Ain't that how Fiat became a thing?
I don't remember. But most likely because Fiat's a European type car, but I mean there was European races. Yeah. But they weren't illegal, but I mean they were European races. I mean the fucking Lotus. The Lotus is a Toyota car. It is made by Toyota, but they fucking put that car in a sports as a fucking sports car racing that they have a series on. Like it's I mean they literally have a racing series out there where it's nothing but Lotuses, or they'll have a drift series and stuff like that. I mean, it's still, either way, racing is what made these companies big.
Oh my God, that's a beautiful fucking car.
Like Ferrari, same way. Lamborghini, same way.
Dude.
So, I mean,
I need that car. God damn it, Jacob! Why you got to tell me that? Now I want the car.
What?
Lotus.
Oh, yeah. Well,
looks so beautiful. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all.
Anyways, but yeah. So I mean, either way, people can bitch and moan all they want. It's just, why are you going to stop what's going to bring you money? You're going to get royalties for every time that a video game is bought. You're going to get some sort of royalty from that, that game being bought with your car logo being in the game.
Yeah.
Why does it matter if it gets wrecked or whatever? It's not actually getting destroyed. It's going to get rebuilt in the game.
Like, and you know what? That's the thing too, because like it would be something. It would be something else if it was like people actually going out there racing that shit. Yeah, now, stop that. Well, it's a fucking video game. Yeah. It's a fucking video game.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
It's oh goodness. Because
but
go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna say. I mean,
you know what though? I will say this, and yes, we're a little off topic. We off topic. It's what we do. Y'all used to it by now. But I will say this: the fact that some of the car companies would not allow some of these games to use their design, their card or the logo design and whatnot. Companies like GTA and some other open world games has came up with some pretty cool car designs by combining two existing name brand vehicles to make something completely new and unique. And it's like when I see it, I'm like, you know what? I wouldn't mind seeing that in real life. That'd be fucking awesome. It's like, dude, I don't like, hey, y'all motherfucker better stop, because if y'all don't, the game developers gonna start making. I don't know. Oh God, Jacob, how would you feel? How would you feel about an EA Autosports logo made car? New division. Completely just made it up in my head.
honestly, I'd be kind of afraid right now.
Why? It's in the game.
I don't care if it's in the game or not. I mean, with the way their current financial statuses are, I don't think I'd be trusting the materials and products they put in that car.
Fair.
So
okay. Going off status, what company would you be okay? What company would you trust? Well, what company would you be okay with coming out with a car brand? Coming out with their own car?
Like video game company?
Yeah, video game company.
Ugh. That's actually not a real fair question, because there's only a handful of companies that actually make decent racing games now.
That is true.
And it's either going to be Sony, because Sony owns the development team that does Gran Turismo, or it's going to be EA because they have Centurion that does Need for Speed. And they also had the Burnout game team as well. So I mean, hypothetically, it was just technically it primarily would be those two, and I'm not going to include Microsoft, because Microsoft's Forza is, Microsoft itself is like Tesla. No offense. And I don't really have anything against Teslas, but I'm just like, that's just kind of the market that they're in.
They're kind of like it. I'm not gonna say Tesla is a gimmick car, but it's like, how can I put it? If you own a Tesla,
technically, the way I look at it is, Microsoft Forza is technically like the Cybertruck in the family.
So the ugly duckling.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But but if I was to leave between, Sony with Gran Turismo and then EA with Need for Speed, I would hope that they would leave it to that division, like Need for Speed and the Gran Turismo team, to be the developers of the cars, because they're the ones that actually spend the most time with developing these games and whatnot. But if I had to pick a company right now, I would have to probably what?
So Sony and Hyundai did team up to they create a new brand called Afil. And the pair is under the new joint ventures Sony Hyundai mobility.
Well, to answer your question though, I would choose the Gran Turismo team.
Gran Turismo team. I feel you. Okay, yeah. Oh,
because I mean, because honestly, if Gran Turismo and Need for Speed developers gave you an option to build your own car,
yeah. Oh, that
like
would be nice.
And like a, there's actually a game, a BFG game or something like that. There's a game out there already that allows you to build your own engine and shit. And you can put it in any existing car body, whatever you want. But if you were able to technically build your own car with all the different body parts that are already out there, or make your own body parts and make your own car yourself in a simulated game, I would probably say Gran Turismo would be the one that I would, or at least the Gran Turismo developing team would be the one I would go with the most, because they're typically the ones that actually have their hands deeper in every single detail of a car when they put it in a game. They literally, if I recall, there was an interview years ago, but they literally take practical 3D scans of every single car they put in their game, along with every part, such as the suspension, brakes, brake pads, everything, down to the T.
Okay, you gotta respect that. I gotta respect that.
So that I would go with them for that, but either way, we may have to call it quits for the night.
Yeah, because it's almost 1 and you got work in the morning, and I do not want to get my head bit up by your wife because you was asleep, because you slept too long.
Oh, shit. She would just be shoot if my phone goes off and I don't wake up, she'd just try and push me out of bed. So,
honey, your phone, honey, it's time. It's never a honey. It's time to wake up. It's wake up. This is Sparta. Like,
exactly. Exactly. That's exactly how it is.
Oh goodness.
So, but yeah, we're just gonna call it here for tonight. And we'll just pick up next week. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to Gamerz Chat Podcast. I know we're unconventional. We're not your typical podcast show. And we are just two gamers sitting here talking and bullshitting about whatever, whenever, and we go from left to right in that baseball field,
all around, motherfuckers.
I mean, there's no telling which way we're going to go with this ball. So again, ladies and gentlemen out there that are listening to our show, if you guys have any questions, comments, or anything, please feel free to drop them in our comments in our YouTube channel, or you can drop it in a message or something on Spotify or whatever. And yeah, that's it. That's it for us tonight.
Awesome. Just a quick thank you for that question, buddy. I can't remember the username.
Alpha Punk.
Yeah, Alpha Punk. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. That's fucking awesome. Honestly, no, that was fucking cool. Like that was completely that was a surprise ball right there, man. I like that. Y'all keep them coming. Keep them coming.
Yep. Definitely bring them on, man. Bring them on. We need more content. I'm just kidding. I'm sure we can figure out some stuff on our own, but we enjoy the ones that we get from you guys. So either way, we'll catch you guys next time. And again, this is Gamerz Chat Podcast, and we will see you next week.
Peace.